It's time now for Countywide, a special presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting News. Join Paul David and Jen Cohen as they talk with our community's leaders, newsmakers, and people in the know. You'll hear about the hot topics that affect all our lives in Yavapai County. And now, here's today's Countywide.
Hello and welcome to Countywide. Today we are speaking with Sheryl Gillum, Workforce Specialist for Arizona at Work. I'm Jen Cohen. I'm your host today. So we are fortunate to have with us a human resources professional dedicated to continuous improvement. You gotta love that. And we're going to be talking about AZJobConnection.gov, also des.az.gov. We're going to be talking about wonderful employment help that's here in the Valley and in Prescott. So we've got Cottonwood, Prescott, we have Prescott Valley. We're going to cover all those areas. It's a lot of information, but it's good stuff. Sheryl, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And we've been talking a little bit about what an amazing organization that you work for. You work for a huge organization that has incredibly lots of reach and lots of offerings for the people in our community who may be seeking a job or unemployed.
That's correct. The state of Arizona has several divisions, departments that reach out and help the people of Arizona, and the Department of Economic Security is the department. The Division of Employment and Rehabilitation Services is the division I work in, and within that is Reemployment Assistance Administration, and that is where I'm housed, and we help people gain reemployment, job seekers gain jobs.
Right, which is sometimes not as simple as it sounds.
That's
because
correct.
Everyone is different. And what I really appreciate is all the different services that you provide there. Employment services, Arizona at Work for job seekers. There's a huge list of very important things, some of which most people may not even know. Oh yeah, that's part of it.
Oh, that's correct. Arizona at Work is kind of a compilation of partnerships of entities that have come together to assist those in Arizona that are looking for work, gain employment. So there are lots of different programs that people are often not aware of, and honestly I wasn't aware of a lot of things that were available to job seekers when I came to the state of Arizona to work in employment services. And just to list off a few of the things we do, but I think that the one main thing that would pique the interest of most job seekers is that we do job referrals. Mm-hmm. We sit down with job seekers and we get to know them, and we kind of become their advocate. We come alongside them and we get to know where they've been and where they want to go. So what their skills are, where they've been in their career, their education, and sometimes people want to make a change. They no longer want to do that type of work and they want to change and do something else. And we help them do that. We are often sitting with people who, let's say, have been out of the workforce for many years, maybe being a caregiver for a family member or a homemaker, and we talk to them about their transferable skills and we help them create a resume. So we sit with people who don't have any experience putting together a resume, and we assist them with that. Mm-hmm. By the time we're done talking, they have a better idea of where they want to go, how we can help them, and they walk away with a very professional looking resume.
Excellent, excellent. And that's certainly where you need to start. You need to have a professional looking resume, and resumes are daunting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So to have someone you can sit down with and say, this is what I know how to do, let's put it all on a piece of paper, and then walk out with that is an invaluable thing. Now, do you charge for your services?
No, not at all. Well, I mean, everything is paid for tax dollars. It's the state of Arizona, so there is actually no charge to the job seekers or the employers for the services we provide. And we provide a ton of services to employers too, mm-hmm. which are extremely valuable because basically what we do is we marry the needs of the employer and the job seeker. And we do lots of things for employers. We help them with their job postings. I've sat down and helped somebody develop a job description for a new job that they were about to post, somebody who didn't have a lot of experience with that. So I've helped them create that. We do the job postings, and those go on AZJobConnection.gov, AZJobConnection.gov. And actually right now, if you go to the website, you'll see that in the state of Arizona, we have over 50,000 jobs posted and over 21,000 resumes. And so those resumes are current job seekers. Those resumes they're good for about 90 days. And for the employers, their job postings, they'll time out after 30 days. If we connect with the employers and they say, oh, we filled it, we'll close the posting, or please leave it open, we haven't found somebody yet. And then we do job referrals. We sit down with the job seekers and we pre-screen them for the position that's open with the employer. And we try to do a really good match there to make sure that what the job seeker is looking for matches what the employer is looking for, and then we'll do a job referral. And we can assist them through the application process as well.
Wow, so you're working both sides of the story, basically. You've got the future employee and you have the employer, and you're doing services for both.
Right.
So you're the middleman who's doing everything.
Right, and it is free for both employers and job seekers. And one of the lesser known capabilities of AZJobConnection.gov for the employers is that if an employer has, this is a typical scenario where maybe they've been without somebody filling a position for a couple of months, or they require a specific certification, education, experience. On the employer side, they can actually go and do a keyword search as well and go find that resume of the person that could fill that position, reach out to them and contact them and ask them, invite them in for an interview.
Excellent. So it's a wonderful networking tool.
Absolutely.
It's like LinkedIn, but better.
Yeah.
So the kinds of services provided, we're talking workshops, resume assistance, career assessment, mock interviews. That's
Absolutely.
huge.
Mock interviews.
A mock interview.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't understand that. A very small percentage of our communication are the words that we say. It's only about, I think, 7%. About 35% of it is our body language and the inflection in our voice, and the rest of the 55% is it's all nonverbal communication. And when you sit for a mock interview, what's done is the person interviewing you will set up the questions designed to be similar to what you would expect in an interview for the type of job that you're looking for. And they'll spend some time asking those questions, and it's videotaped. And so after the mock interview is over, you get to go over the video with the expert that you sat with, and you'll talk about the way you answered your questions, and maybe the way you were sitting, and it'll reveal to you things that you didn't know. So even if you're a great interviewee, it's still eye-opening to be able to be a fly on the wall in the room where you had a job interview, to see how you reacted to a question, or how you were holding yourself, how your body language and the inflection in your voice. So it can be an extremely powerful tool, and even if you're very confident, it can help you build additional confidence.
Absolutely, yes. It's good to know. Oh my geez, look at me shaking my foot the whole time.
Right,
wow,
the jiggy leg.
I didn't know I did that, but that's a huge sign.
Yes.
To an employer.
Right.
Looking at someone as a potential hire, going, that foot's been going like this the whole time. Huge. That's great. Now you also do assistance with education and training or certification for work readiness. How do you assist with that? Right.
One of our partners at Arizona at Work is NACOG, Northern Arizona Council of Governments, and they administrate the WIOA, which is Work Innovation Opportunity Act, grant funds to help people gain reemployment. And they have several programs to assist people in getting back to work. And in just my own experience, I've sat with people that have reached out to NACOG and gone through their orientation, participated in their program, and they'll do things like help them purchase scrubs for a nursing career, help pay for a CDL for somebody who wants to be a driver. Lots of different things like that, and so there's assistance to help somebody gain a certification that will further their career if they fall within that eligibility. And there's just a ton of help out there for somebody. They even have work experience program that helps to pay a portion of somebody's salary for the first 6 months on the job.
Oh, great.
And in a case like that, when somebody's coming alongside you and helping you out with dollars, the employer is much more motivated to hire that person because it kind of saves them money for when get them started and get them trained.
Absolutely. A great point. We've got lots more points to cover. We're talking with Sheryl Gillum, the workforce specialist at Arizona at Work. We've got so much more to talk about. AZJobConnection.gov. Check that out. That's got listings of all kinds of great jobs that are going around right now. Your resources, you can go to des.az.gov. You'll check that out. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back with more Countywide.
So you're looking online now? Yeah, great condition. I hate to see her go, but I really just need the cash. Well, the price is still just $1,000, but you have to send the money now, right now. Well, that's why the price is so low. Like I said, I need cash fast. I can't wait on a check or money order. You have to send cash now.
The moment they ask for immediate cash is the moment you know something's wrong. Think before you send money. Learn more at scamawareness.org.
Orkin has pest control down to a science.
When your business chooses Orkin's Precision Protection Program, you get a tailored pest control program for your specific industry and environment.
Your business can benefit from over a century of experience, training, and scientific knowledge that define the Orkin man.
Maximum protection, minimum exposure, backed by one of the industry's most comprehensive guarantees.
Choose your locally owned and operated Northern Arizona Orkin and get more than an exterminator. Get an expert.
And welcome back to Countywide. I'm Jen Cohen. We're sitting here with Sheryl Gillum, who is a workforce specialist with Arizona at Work. We've been talking about AZJobConnection.gov. Really great resource, a state website for job seekers and employers. You want to check that out. You can also go to des.gov, which is, of course, the Department of Economic Security. Great website, lots of resources there. The resources available around AZ Job Connection are huge. Sheryl's been going over things that have been involved with that. And you've got some upcoming events, which are great for people to get involved with.
Oh, absolutely. We have the next big job fair in the area is going to take place on September 19th, and it'll be at the Prescott Valley Event Center. The last large job fair that we did, we had over 500 local jobs represented. We had over 100 employers, approximately 100 employers show up to the event. And we on the job fair committees have worked very hard to make these extremely professional events, wherein not only are we talking to the job seekers about what's expected of them when they show up at the event, but we have done some intensive communication with the employers as well to let them know what the expectation is, to please have the jobs that you have open right now posted on the table so that when job seekers walk by, they know that, okay, you may be in a construction company, but right now you have an HR position open. So they're not going to just pass by because they know the name of your company, they know what you do, and the expectation that you're not going to just, sit back at the table, that you're going to reach out to the job seekers, that you're going to get to know them, the expectation that you'll reconnect with them after the job job fair and help them understand their hiring process, that type of thing. So I think that our focus on making it very professional all around has added to the quality of the job fairs, and it's made it bigger and better, and has enabled us to do additional job fairs because of it. This year, we did our very first annual youth job fair, which took place right at the end of school. And we held it at the Yavapai County Juvenile Detention Center. And that may sound like it was only for troubled youth, but we had it out. They have a little grassy knoll outside, which is very beautiful. And so we had it outside, and we were able to have music and make it a very inviting atmosphere for youth. And we were very pleased at the turnout. And we're just building up to bigger and better job fairs as we go along to get that information about employers that have job openings in the area.
Yes, getting that information out is really important. So the Prescott Valley Job Fair is happening on September 19th at the Prescott Valley Event Center. What are the hours of that?
We're starting at 1 o'clock, and we're usually going to wrap up around 4 o'clock. Sometimes it depends on the attendance, but that's the time slot that we have, 1 to 4.
Okay, and that's a great way for job seekers and employers to meet up. As a job seeker, you would go to the event, peruse like a farmer's market of jobs.
That's
right. You peruse, you take your pick, you talk to a bunch of people, you network, and that's great. But you have something coming up sooner. On August 25th, there's a benevolence team event being held at the Heights Church in Prescott.
That's right, and this is actually something that is very, very close to my heart, because what I have discovered with my time in employment services is there are representatives of churches who are in charge of benevolence funds. Benevolence funds are dollars that are given by the congregation that are specifically to help people in the community or the congregation who are reaching out for help. And so when somebody approaches somebody in charge of the benevolence funds, their way of satisfying a need is to throw dollars at it. But what I've discovered is that there are programs in the area that overlap the coverage. Like, for example, if somebody has a hole in the roof of their house, there may be a program out there, an entity that would assist by having volunteers come out and do the repairs. And then the church with the benevolence funds can use the dollars to assist in other ways or assist another person, that type of thing. So being more efficient with the use and just being more aware. And pretty much everywhere I go, I see people have these huge 3-ring binders of resources in the area. So their resource book, or they're aware of, the Big Kids book is now online. But I've also discovered that there are lesser known programs that are not marketed very well. And a lot of people don't know about the program. So I've designed this event to get information out about lesser known programs. I want people to walk away from it saying, wow, I didn't know that was available. I didn't know they did that. I didn't know that the resources were that in depth. And to just be more efficient about how we help people. And it kind of developed out of the synergistic relationship between the churches in the area after they came together to help after the Yarnell fire and the Kayla Mueller event. Kayla Mueller was a gal from the Prescott area who was killed in another area of the world. And to see the synergy that of the churches that came together in events like that. So it kind of built out of that. And we've invited over 50 churches in the area to attend the event, and the event is free. And we're just going to have several speakers come and talk about the lesser known programs. And we're hoping for a lot of success with this event so that we can do more in the future.
Great. It's the community helping the community.
Absolutely.
You got to love that. Again, okay, so that is the Benevolence Team event being held at the Heights Church in Prescott on August 25th. Then we'll be having the Prescott Valley Job Fair on September 19th at the Prescott Valley Event Center. We're sitting here with Sheryl Gillum. She's a workforce specialist at Arizona at Work. I'm Jen Cohen. A little bit more countywide coming up, so don't go away.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit.
Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
I'm Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Bruno Mars.
Ed Sheeran.
What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber.
You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Hello, Mr. Hopkins. This is Sue from Disaster Relief. We're calling neighbors statewide to get help for storm victims. Children, lost parents, homes. You can. Oh, thank you. But could you send the money now? The need is urgent. We so appreciate you. It means so much, but it has to be now. It has to be cash. No credit cards, checks, just cash.
The moment they ask for immediate cash is the moment you know something's wrong. Think before you send money. Learn more at scamawareness.org.
Schools have a big problem. Every year, millions of kids come to class with nothing. So teachers end up spending thousands of dollars of their own money just to make sure kids have what they need to learn. I'm the school supply fairy. My assistant and I do what we can. But we could really use your help.
And welcome back to Countywide. I'm Jen Cohen. We've been sitting here with Sheryl Gillum, who is a workforce specialist with Arizona at Work. We've been talking about AZJobConnection.gov. We've also been talking about des.az.gov, two very important websites you want to check out if you are a job seeker or an employer that has jobs available. These resources are here for you. We've talked about the workshops, the resume assistance, career assessment, the mock interviews, the job referrals. This is the everything that you need. If you are an employer or you are a person who needs to be employed, these guys have you covered. Absolutely. Now, how does a job seeker enroll in this program?
Well, they can come into one of our offices at 3262 Bob Drive is the location in Prescott Valley, and in the Verde it's at 1500 East Cherry Street in Cottonwood. There's also another location where they can get assistance, and that's at the NACOG location. I mentioned them earlier at 221 North Marina in Prescott. They can come into the office. It's first come, first serve. You don't have to have an appointment, and sit with a workforce specialist like myself, and we'll help you get enrolled. You can enroll on your own, but what we've discovered is we can help you enroll, and it takes about half the time.
Oh, sure.
And that we can make sure that the enrollment is complete.
Absolutely.
And we work with you on your resume then as well. So those are the three locations you can come into.
Very good to have help. It's nice to have someone hold your hand. I know when I'm looking at paperwork, my eyes cross. So to have someone to say, okay, help me out. I mean, really, there's a lot of fear with folks when they need a job. There's fear for several reasons besides the fact that they're unemployed. And then, of course, sticking their neck out.
Right.
You know, getting out of the stigma of, wow, I'm unemployed, and how that feels, and getting past the fear and approaching someone for help. What do you see in that area?
Well, a lot of it is about coming out of your comfort zone, but we make it in a very inviting place. We've sat with lots of people who have been out of work for a long period of time, and some of them, need to kind of swallow their pride to come in and reach out for help. And there is kind of a stigma of going into the DES office. A lot of people think, oh, that's where they do food stamps and access, and I'm just, I'm not really there. But there is so much help there. We do workshops. The workshops that we do are, job searching, teaching somebody effective job searching and networking. We do a resume workshop, and we do interviewing with confidence workshop. And we touch on more than just the basics of, when you're in your interview, smile and look nice. We talk about different things like, we teach somebody how the technology has changed the job search.
Absolutely.
And teach them how to navigate through, you know, looking for a job and obtaining a job.
Which is huge. So if you need some assistance, you can go in Cottonwood, you can go to 1500 East Cherry Street. If you're in Prescott Valley, you go to 3262 Bob Drive. And then you can also go to North Marina in Prescott.
That's correct.
The NACOG office. You can go in there, just walk in anytime while they're open, of course, and have some assistance. You know, the pride aside, if you need a job or you need someone to fill a job, Arizona Workforce is definitely going to help you out. AZJobConnection.gov. Go there. des.az.gov. Go there. Check it out. We've been talking with Sheryl Gillum, Workforce Specialist with Arizona at Work. So many more programs we didn't get to cover. We just don't have enough time in countywide to cover it all. Reentry programs, rehabilitation, veterans assistance, all that. Check it out. AZJobConnection.gov, des.az.gov. That's all we have for countywide. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.